Good morning. Thanks for joining us today. Hey, I want to share something about when I was in grade school. Yeah, when I was in third grade. It says in Job chapter 8, verse 16, "They are like a well-watered plant in the sunshine, spreading its shoots over the garden." And it goes on to say some other things there. And there's a lot of verses that talk about plants that are healthy. And so when I was in grade school, when I came to St. Mary of Gostin in Downers Grove, 1967, I found out there was going to be a science fair. And so I had no idea what I was going to do. I was not the scientist, whatever. And so I don't know how I came up with the idea, but I had two pots, and I had soil in both of them. And I put a seed in each one. One, I put some Miracle-Gro stuff on there, and I put that one by the window where it got sunshine. It was wintertime, or at least it wasn't summer, it was school year, and I wanted to see how that was going to grow. And the other one, I did not put Miracle-Gro on it, and I put it in the attic where it was quite cold, and I got a red light bulb. Now, I don't know if I thought the red light bulb was kind of like the sun or something like that, but we had an attic space where we just kind of pulled on this thing and could walk right in there. And day after day, I did not water the one that was in the attic, and I watered the other one. Okay, now I'm going to ask you guys, and I know not all of you are scientists, but guess which one grew and which one didn't? Correct. The one that had the Miracle-Gro and the water and the sunlight, amazing. That one grew. And the one that had no sunshine, no water, and was in the cold, that one did not grow. But what I was amazed by initially is that I got third place. I mean, I got a ribbon. You know, like I remember competing on horseback, there's blue, red, yellow. I think it was the order. You want to get the blue ribbon, but it's not bad getting the yellow. Yeah, so with the science fair, there's third, second, first, and first and outstanding. I'm surprised they didn't give me third and outstanding, if you know what I mean. Like, it's the lowest it could be. I just didn't realize it. But why do I bring this up? It's not rocket science. If you want to grow spiritually, put yourself in a place to grow. In Acts chapter 2, verse 42, it said that the early church, and it was growing like crazy, they devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching, which is the Word of God. They devoted themselves to the fellowship, to just hanging out with other believers with like values, and also to meeting together in one another's homes, having meals, which is really cool. And in addition to that, they would share the Lord's Supper. And they devoted themselves to prayer. And you know what? The whole church was growing. But I'll be honest, there's a lot of people who don't devote themselves to those things. And after a year or two, they start to wonder, I don't know, is Jesus really real? Well, if you kind of ignore all the things that'll cause you to grow spiritually, it's kind of like you're being put in the attic with a red light bulb. I mean, it's kind of crazy to think that that plant would grow, and that's why I got a third and outstanding for it. But it's just as crazy to think that we'll grow if we don't put ourselves in a place to grow. And, one of the things that, like, just hanging out with people, having meals with people, sharing values. Some people that would be really good for you to hang out with. I just want to challenge you today. If that speaks to you, put yourself by the window in the sunshine, plenty of water, and you're going to grow. And Jesus is going to become more real for you. Have a great week.